The reason why I advocate for a resource-based economy as opposed to any other spin-off of a market system is because simply any spin-off of the market system or the market system currently implemented itself is not going to solve, for example, differential advantage, one class of people over the other, etc. And this is obvious because once you've got some kind of accumulation of goods, this becomes itself an accumulation of advantage over other people, so this will provide for a differential advantage upon the current society. That's why a quid pro quo, a barter, or any type of financial interchange will always provide injustice. It's inherent in that system itself. A resource-based economy has a lot of advantages because it simply relies on a set of values from people to care about each other and, most importantly, to actually care about the resources that are available to them in a way that it is adequate and collectively possible to attain such social paradigm, because it will take care of the people itself rather than a competitive, edgy type of life ground in which people are more than ready to stab someone in the back just because they need to survive themselves. It's a competitive type of mentality. That's not going to take us very far if we are thinking in this terms. I don't have to go into the details of that, I think. So really, a resource-based economy can solve a lot of issues. I don't think it's perfect, but it definitely solves a lot of issues that the current system is withholding, and not only withholding unintentionally, but also foreseeing that that may benefit the very high class of the financial system, that is, the 10%, the upper 10% of people that have actual possibilities of capital, and it will always benefit them. It's very rarely the poorest or the middle class. Therefore, it is imperative that we change our mentality of quid pro quo and actually start giving a little more, being a little more voluntaristic, if that word even exists, but bear with me. Of course, that it will take a lot of time. It will have to be through a transition, but we have to be open-minded. And most importantly, be skeptical and not let anyone take advantage of the situation while we take the transition. We should definitely keep an eye on people that will take advantage of how the technology will work. Therefore, we should be very careful as to not take leaders. This is to say that there is no leader authentically, and it has to be holistically. That means globally. If we discriminate any type of race, ethnicity, sex, or any type of social stigma or paradigm, we will definitely suffer from that special case of people, because they will feel marginalized, and of course that will affect the rest of society, because they will become the new terrorists or the new people that do not comply with the values that we're trying to portray. Therefore, it has to be holistically implemented, and most importantly, every one of us has to be in agreement. Otherwise, it will be very problematic. Now, it doesn't have to be a dramatic shift, but, slowly understand what it really teaches us. The resource-based economy, at the end, it's just sharing the resources. That doesn't mean that we will have Scarcity, on the contrary, will have so much abundance that we will understand that this is the best method of obtaining our just or fair society that we have been aiming to have since the very early days. But unfortunately, the imperialistic tendency of certain groups of people have been most predominant, unfortunately, and violence has been the one that has guided the social paradigms. I hope this is not the case for future generations and for the present and near future of humanity. Therefore, I strongly believe that the only way that we can get out of this cycle of aversion is through a resource-based economy and its transition.